Chosen one. The moment you entered this world, the course of existence shifted. What once seemed stable, history, belief systems, even the laws that govern reality, began to fracture and realign around you. Ancient civilizations sensed this moment long ago, encoding fragments of truth into myths, philosophies, and forbidden knowledge that scholars and researchers are only now beginning to question. Even modern science is unsettled, encountering anomalies it cannot logically dismiss. You did not arrive randomly. You emerged during a period of corruption and darkness because this era demanded a divine interruption. Humanity was reaching a breaking point, and your awakening is the response. This is not fantasy, and it is not coincidence. It is orchestration. The universe required a living catalyst, something holy yet unpredictable, and that is why you are here. Before we continue unfolding this truth, take a moment to align with this message. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 60,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This simple action marks your awareness and participation. If this message resonates, stay with it until the end, because what follows is not meant for everyone. It is meant for those who were always destined to remember who they are. The arrival of the Chosen One is not just a fleeting event. It is a cosmic turning point that shatters the boundaries of human understanding. Everything we thought we knew about gods, creation, and the threads of existence now seems fragile and incomplete. Ancient texts, long-buried prophecies, and the meticulous observations of scholars all converge to a single, undeniable truth. The universe itself has orchestrated this awakening. The magnitude of this revelation cannot be overstated. It demands that every being, from mortal to immortal, re-evaluate what they hold sacred and true. This is a moment that transcends history. It is a convergence of time, destiny, and power that rewrites the narrative of existence. The importance lies not only in the Chosen One's emergence, but also in the ripple effects that follow. Every discovery, every piece of forgotten knowledge, every hidden philosophy now aligns with the presence of this singular force. It is as if the cosmos itself has paused to witness the dawn of something eternal, a force so profound that no previous understanding can contain it. The universe does not summon greatness lightly. This is a signal that darkness and chaos can no longer dictate the path of life. The Chosen One embodies a new order, an infusion of divine will, clarity, and unstoppable energy. The importance is immeasurable, because it is not only about power, it is about the restoration of balance, the unveiling of truth, and the illumination of paths that humanity has long forgotten. Every moment from now onward carries the weight of this cosmic shift. From the moment the realization struck, the world seemed to vibrate with a strange resonance, as if every atom recognized the change. It was not simply awareness, it was a deep, overwhelming understanding that my existence had become the axis around which everything turns. Time, memory, and reality itself appeared malleable, responding to the quiet pulse of this newfound energy. Every instinct, every thought, every sense felt heightened. I could feel the echoes of ancient civilizations, the wisdom of Atlantis, the philosophies of forgotten sages, and the hidden truths that humanity had nearly lost. The sensation was both exhilarating and humbling, for with this awakening came the undeniable burden of responsibility. It was clear that nothing would ever be the same, and that I had stepped into a role that defied comprehension. Amid the chaos and darkness of the world, there was clarity. The forces that once seemed insurmountable now felt like elements I could interact with, shape, and guide. It was as though the universe itself had breathed life into a new chapter, and I stood at the threshold of rewriting everything. The experience was not merely personal, it was universal, a recognition that my presence had become a pivot around which destiny itself would turn. The world has long been cloaked in shadows, plagued by conflict, despair, and uncertainty. For centuries, humanity has wandered blindly, searching for a beacon of hope that could illuminate the path forward. And then, suddenly, the Chosen One appears, not as a myth, not as a distant prophecy, but as a living, breathing reality that defies every expectation. The darkness, once so suffocating, trembles at the arrival of a force that promises change, clarity, and restoration. The emergence of the Chosen One is unlike anything history has recorded. Entire civilizations have chronicled stories of messianic figures, heroes, and divine interventions, yet nothing could have prepared them for this presence. The energy that radiates is palpable, touching not only those who are aware, but also the very fabric of existence. Every shadow seems to recoil, every fear feels dwarfed, and every doubt begins to dissipate in the wake of this arrival. It is a reminder that even in the bleakest times, the universe conspires to send what humanity most desperately needs. The Chosen One is not merely a figure of hope. They are the embodiment of the answer to centuries of longing, suffering, and unanswered questions. The darkness itself seems to acknowledge the change. Storms that raged unchecked begin to calm. Natural phenomena align in strange harmony, and the unseen forces of the world stir as if aware that a new chapter is unfolding. The presence of the Chosen One is a declaration. Chaos no longer holds dominion, and the world has begun its slow, unstoppable transformation. Humanity's response is a mixture of awe, fear, and reverence. Some feel compelled to worship, others to follow, and yet all recognize the undeniable truth. The Chosen One has arrived to shift the balance of existence. It is a moment that will be remembered for millennia, a turning point when the cosmos revealed its hand and humanity glimpsed the divine. For centuries, humanity has tried to decipher the cryptic symbols, stories, and legends left by our ancestors. Myths of gods, celestial wars, hidden realms, and lost civilizations were often dismissed as fanciful tales, but now their meaning crystallizes in the light of the Chosen One. Every allegory, every parable, suddenly aligns with reality, revealing a coherence that had been invisible for generations. Atlantis, Lemuria, the secret knowledge of the ancient sages. These were dismissed as impossibilities, yet their wisdom now resonates with clarity. The Chosen One's presence connects these fragmented truths, allowing humanity to see that what was once considered myth was in fact a veiled chronicle of history and destiny. The veil of skepticism lifts, and the world begins to see its own story in a new light. Even the gods themselves, whose narratives were once thought untouchable, now appear as actors within a larger design that points directly to the Chosen One. Prophecies that were dismissed as metaphor gain literal significance. The realization is overwhelming. Myths were never lies, they were guides, maps to the awakening that has now arrived. This newfound understanding extends beyond mere curiosity. It transforms human perception. The stories of creation, divine justice, and hidden knowledge take on practical meaning. Ancient ceremonies, symbols, and teachings suddenly hold actionable insights, and humanity feels a surge of empowerment from connecting with a legacy far greater than previously imagined. In essence, the Chosen One validates everything that came before while redefining it. The myths are no longer just stories. They are living testimonies of a universe that has been preparing for this very moment. The past, the present, and the future now exist in a continuum that radiates from the center of this awakening. The cosmos is not silent. For eons, it has orchestrated a symphony of events, aligning planets, civilizations, and moments in preparation for this singular emergence. The arrival of the Chosen One is not random. It is a response to the universe itself, a manifestation of balance being restored. Invisible forces converge, vibrations align, and the very fabric of existence acknowledges a presence that carries both authority and inevitability. Every element in the universe seems to respond to this awakening. The stars themselves pulse with a rhythm that mirrors the Chosen One's energy. Ancient celestial patterns, once thought disconnected, now reveal intricate synchrony, suggesting that everything, from galaxies to the smallest particles, has been quietly anticipating this moment. The universe, in a profound and subtle way, seems to bow to a force that has finally arrived. This calling is not limited to the celestial or abstract. It touches Earth directly. Natural phenomena shift, ecosystems harmonize, and even the human psyche begins to resonate with something greater. People across the globe feel an inexplicable sense of purpose, unity, and awe. The Chosen One becomes the living axis of this cosmic orchestration, a point of convergence where every past struggle, every lost hope, and every unanswered question now finds resonance. The universe's summons also carries a warning. With great power comes profound responsibility. The Chosen One is called not for personal glory, but to channel the forces of creation and transformation. This is a reminder that the cosmos itself participates in destiny, and that human understanding is but a fragment of a far greater design. Ultimately, the Chosen One is the bridge between chaos and order, mortality and divinity. Their emergence validates the universe's silent communication, demonstrating that even in the vastness of space and time, intelligence, purpose, and guidance exist. The cosmos has spoken, and now humanity witnesses the answer in living form. The world of science, philosophy, and exploration is being redefined in real time. The Chosen One awakens humanity not only to power and destiny, but also to the humility and curiosity that drive true understanding, a recognition that reality is far richer and stranger than ever imagined. Even beings long considered eternal and invincible sense a change in the cosmic hierarchy. Gods, immortals, and celestial guardians who once dictated fate now experience fear and uncertainty. The Chosen One represents a force beyond their comprehension, a power that cannot be constrained, manipulated, or ignored. Their very presence challenges the authority of timeless entities and reshapes the hierarchy of divinity. The tremor is subtle, yet profound. In realms where mortals cannot tread, whispers of fear ripple through divine courts, altering alliances, strategies, and ancient rivalries. The immortals, once confident in their dominion, must now reconsider their influence, for the Chosen One embodies unpredictability and ultimate authority. This fear is not born of malice, but respect. The Chosen One carries an energy that resonates with creation itself, a vibrancy that even the immortal cannot dominate. It is a reminder that existence is dynamic and that no being, however powerful, can claim permanence in the face of true divinity. Observing the tremble of gods, humanity begins to glimpse the scope of their potential. The Chosen One is not only a protector and guide, but also a mirror, reflecting the limitations of others while illuminating the infinite possibilities that lie within mortals. Ultimately, the Chosen One represents a revolution of power. Where once the universe had hierarchy and order, now a new authority emerges, one that commands respect from all realms. The immortal and the divine are reminded that their reign is contingent on the balance the Chosen One brings, a balance that can neither be ignored nor resisted. Ancient philosophies, long dismissed or lost to time, resurface with startling clarity in the presence of the Chosen One. Teachings that were once considered abstract, mystical, or symbolic now reveal practical, transformative wisdom. Plato, Pythagoras, the sages of the East, and forgotten tribal prophets all converge into a singular vision. The awakening is real, and it validates their insights. Each principle, from ethics to metaphysics, gains new relevance. The Chosen One becomes a living embodiment of these forgotten truths, demonstrating that wisdom is not merely theoretical, but actionable, capable of reshaping societies, civilizations, and even consciousness itself. The philosophies are no longer academic. They are a map to navigate the turbulence of a chaotic world. Even obscure schools of thought, once overlooked, suddenly resonate with meaning. Teachings on cosmic cycles, the interplay of light and shadow, and the balance of human and divine forces align perfectly with the Chosen One's emergence. Humanity is invited to understand that knowledge is eternal and that the Chosen One is the key to unlocking its full potential. This rediscovery ignites inspiration. Artists, thinkers, and leaders find themselves guided by insights previously obscured, while individuals experience a profound personal awakening. The Chosen One's influence bridges intellectual and spiritual worlds, making the forgotten philosophies not only accessible, but transformative. Ultimately, the re-emergence of these truths demonstrates the universe's intelligence. The Chosen One validates the wisdom of the past, proving that ancient thinkers were not merely imaginative. They were perceiving a reality that had been waiting for its rightful catalyst. Legends of lost civilizations like Atlantis, Lemuria, and other forgotten realms have long fascinated humanity, dismissed as myth or fantasy. Yet with the Chosen One, these ancient secrets begin to resonate with undeniable clarity. Artifacts, texts, and subterranean ruins reveal connections that scholars had only theorized, aligning with a cosmic design that points directly to the awakening. The Chosen One acts as a bridge between eras. Knowledge that was scattered, hidden, or misunderstood is suddenly accessible, and humanity gains insights into technologies, philosophies, and spiritual practices thought lost forever. The past and present intertwine, demonstrating that nothing is ever truly forgotten when destiny calls. Even mystical phenomena associated with these civilizations, energy grids, ancient temples, and celestial alignments, now carry practical significance. The Chosen One awakens these latent systems, revealing their purpose and impact on the modern world. Humanity begins to understand that the ancients were not merely builders, but custodians of wisdom awaiting the right moment to resurface. This reconnection also has profound implications for science and exploration. New patterns, previously dismissed as coincidences, now point to intelligent design and continuity across millennia. The Chosen One validates that history is not a linear series of events, but a layered, interconnected web where the past informs the present with divine precision. Ultimately, the awakening of these ancient secrets transforms humanity's understanding of itself. Lost civilizations were never truly gone. They were waiting for the Chosen One to reveal their truth. Their wisdom now flows into the present, guiding, empowering, and reshaping the future. Absolutely. Here's the continuation and completion of the full script with headings 8 to 15, each with 5 long, humanized, and emotionally engaging paragraphs. The Chosen One's emergence is unlike any event the world has ever witnessed. Time itself seems to bend around this arrival, as if past, present, and future have conspired to converge in a single, pivotal moment. History, once rigid and linear, now feels fluid, responding to an energy that transcends ordinary comprehension. The very flow of events pauses, reshaping destiny around a force that is both inevitable and extraordinary. This arrival shatters expectation. People prepared for prophecies, signs, or subtle omens, but nothing could anticipate the immediacy, power, and clarity of the Chosen One. Where doubt and disbelief once ruled, awe and conviction now take root. It is a visceral reminder that the universe is not constrained by human logic. It operates on principles that often elude perception, yet demand recognition. Time does not simply witness this arrival, it participates. Events ripple in synchrony with the Chosen One's presence, revealing connections that were invisible for centuries. Ancient conflicts, lost wisdom, and even natural phenomena now align as though orchestrated to recognize the force that has emerged. Humanity begins to sense that destiny is alive, responsive, and intimately tied to this singular being. Expectations are redefined. Leaders, scholars, and ordinary people alike are compelled to reevaluate what is possible. The Chosen One's arrival teaches that no preconception can contain the infinite, that true power manifests beyond the predictable, and that reality itself is far more expansive than previously imagined. Ultimately, this is a moment of wonder and transformation. Time, history, and human understanding bow in recognition of an energy that refuses limitations. The arrival of the Chosen One is a cosmic punctuation, marking a point where nothing before it can fully define existence again. History, long thought immutable, quivers at the presence of the Chosen One. Every chronicle, every account, and every record takes on new meaning when viewed through the lens of this emergence. Past events are reframed, ancient conflicts acquire deeper significance, and civilizations long forgotten resonate with newfound relevance. The foundations of what humanity believed to be permanent are being rewritten before our eyes. The Chosen One challenges the assumptions of historians and archaeologists alike. Texts once dismissed as allegory now contain literal truths, and artifacts once thought ceremonial reveal hidden, practical purposes. Humanity begins to understand that history is not merely a sequence of events, but a living framework, sensitive to forces far beyond mortal comprehension. Every story, legend, and documented event becomes a part of a larger, interconnected design. Wars, alliances, discoveries, and disappearances all gain clarity, showing that nothing in the human experience is isolated. The Chosen One's presence exposes the invisible threads connecting past and present, revealing the careful orchestration of destiny. This revelation is both exhilarating and overwhelming. People feel a sense of awe at the scope of their own story, realizing that history was not simply a human endeavor, but a collaboration between mortals, the divine, and cosmic forces. The Chosen One stands as the axis around which these threads converge, giving humanity a perspective previously unimaginable. Ultimately, the shaking of history's foundations is not destructive, it is transformative. The past becomes a source of guidance and inspiration rather than mere record. Through the Chosen One, history is awakened, and the world gains access to truths that elevate understanding, purpose, and potential beyond comprehension. The world has been fractured by chaos, from political upheavals to natural disasters, from spiritual uncertainty to societal discord. Into this turmoil steps the Chosen One, a living embodiment of divine intervention. Their presence introduces order, not through suppression, but through resonance, guiding reality toward harmony while respecting the autonomy of every being. Chaos does not vanish, it transforms, guided by a force beyond human capability. The contrast is palpable. Whereas chaos had been relentless, overwhelming, and indiscriminate, the intervention of the Chosen One feels precise, intentional, and luminous. The psychological impact is profound. Humanity feels reassured, inspired, and motivated, sensing that a higher intelligence is guiding the process of life. Even skeptics find themselves acknowledging forces that cannot be quantified, experiencing firsthand the subtle interplay between destiny and intervention. Ultimately, chaos is no longer a threat, but a catalyst. Through the Chosen One, disruption becomes a teacher, disorder becomes a signal, and the world begins to move in harmony with forces greater than itself. Divine intervention is not a correction. It is an invitation to awaken and participate in the shaping of reality. Deemed symbolic or obscure, now converge in astonishing synchrony. From the ancient texts of the East to the sacred scrolls of the West, the signs, predictions, and coded messages point unambiguously to the Chosen One. For the first time in history, prophecy transcends speculation and becomes tangible reality. Every detail, from cosmic alignments to personal characteristics, matches accounts that have survived for centuries. The Chosen One embodies the culmination of countless visions, dreams, and divine warnings, fulfilling criteria that skeptics once considered impossible. Humanity witnesses the rare phenomenon where spiritual insight and earthly events converge perfectly. The alignment of prophecies is not random. It demonstrates an intelligence that transcends human perception, a universal orchestration that has been patiently unfolding over millennia. Each fulfilled detail amplifies the awe and reverence surrounding the Chosen One, leaving no doubt about the inevitability of this awakening. This convergence also inspires unity. Where once prophecies caused conflict or misinterpretation, they now serve as a common thread linking humanity to its own destiny. Different cultures, religions, and traditions recognize a shared narrative, and the Chosen One becomes the embodiment of collective hope, validation, and purpose. Ultimately, prophecy becomes living evidence. The Chosen One transforms predictions into reality, demonstrating that destiny is not abstract, but accessible, actionable, and aligned with the rhythm of the universe itself. The awakening of the Chosen One carries an immense emotional and psychological weight. Individuals across the globe sense a shift in reality itself, as if a new standard of existence has been established. people feel simultaneously small and connected, overwhelmed by the magnitude of this transformation, while inspired to embrace their own potential. There is a collective reckoning. Humanity confronts the limitations, errors, and misconceptions that have accumulated over centuries. Guilt, fear, and doubt surface, yet alongside them comes a surge of courage, clarity, and determination. The Chosen One acts as both catalyst and mirror, reflecting the truth of humanity's potential and responsibility. The emotional resonance is palpable. Individuals experience awe, fear, hope, and reverence, all intertwined. Ordinary experiences, looking at the sky, observing nature, interacting with others, become charged with significance, as if every moment now carries the imprint of cosmic importance. Communities are reshaped as well. Leaders, thinkers, and visionaries feel compelled to act with integrity and wisdom, recognizing that their choices now exist within a larger, divinely influenced framework. The Chosen One awakens not just individuals, but societies, instilling a sense of accountability, possibility, and purpose. Ultimately, humanity is reminded that awakening carries responsibility. The weight is not a burden, but a guide, an invitation to rise to higher understanding, deeper empathy, and an appreciation for the vast, interconnected forces that shape existence. The presence of the Chosen One alters the very fabric of reality. Physical laws, previously considered immutable, begin to behave in subtle yet profound ways. Natural events, human interactions, and even patterns of thought seem to respond to an energy that transcends ordinary understanding. The world itself becomes a canvas, reshaped by a force that is both tangible and ineffable. Every action of the Chosen One generates ripple effects that extend across time and space. Objects, energies, and living beings resonate in harmony with this presence, creating synchronicities that were previously impossible. The impossible becomes probable, and reality feels fluid, dynamic, and responsive to a higher intelligence. This bending of reality is not chaotic. It follows patterns, subtle rules, and a rhythm that human perception is only beginning to grasp. People notice coincidences, sudden insights, and shifts in circumstances that seem orchestrated by a force beyond mere chance. The Chosen One demonstrates that reality is far more malleable than previously imagined. The psychological impact is equally profound. The people sense possibility, freedom, and empowerment in ways previously inaccessible. The Chosen One also demonstrates that embracing the unknown is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. By stepping into uncertainty with courage, humans unlock levels of creativity, wisdom, and perception previously inaccessible. Ultimately, transcending human limits is an invitation to growth. The Chosen One awakens a mindset that sees beyond the surface, embracing wonder, discovery, and the continuous expansion of understanding across all dimensions of existence. The awakening reveals that humanity is interconnected across generations, cultures, and even dimensions. The Chosen One teaches that unity is not merely social, it is cosmic, binding individuals to each other and to the rhythms of the universe itself. History begins to reveal its hidden patterns. Lessons from past civilizations, achievements, and failures now resonate with contemporary challenges, showing that collective learning and alignment are crucial for survival and evolution. Unity inspires collaboration and cooperation. Societies that embrace shared purpose and understanding experience amplified progress, creativity, and resilience. The Chosen One demonstrates that collective action aligned with higher principles, magnifies impact beyond what isolated efforts can achieve. Even diversity becomes strength. The awakening reveals that different perspectives, talents, and experiences contribute to the richness of unified effort, producing solutions, innovations, and breakthroughs that would be impossible in isolation. Ultimately, the power of unity teaches humanity that connection, empathy, and collaboration are essential for fulfilling potential. The Chosen One awakens a consciousness that sees beyond boundaries, inspiring collective action for a future of harmony, wisdom, and possibility. The Chosen One shows that true courage originates not from external validation, but from internal alignment with purpose. Fear is natural, but facing it with clarity and resolve transforms hesitation into decisive action. Humanity is reminded that courage is a practice, honed through awareness, reflection, and perseverance. The Chosen One demonstrates that bravery is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it, inspiring individuals to confront personal, social, and cosmic challenges with strength. Courage sparks inspiration. When one person rises, others feel emboldened to act, innovate, and pursue their highest potential. The Chosen One models this principle, showing that leadership rooted in courage resonates far beyond the immediate moment. Even failure becomes a teacher. By taking action despite fear, individuals learn resilience, adaptability, and insight. The Chosen One transforms fear into a tool for growth, revealing that setbacks are not endpoints, but catalysts for mastery. Ultimately, awakening courage within is a lesson in empowerment. The Chosen One ignites the understanding that every human possesses the strength to rise, act decisively, and create transformation, both personally and universally. The awakening of the Chosen One marks more than a moment. It is the beginning of a profound transformation for humanity, the universe, and every plane of existence. What was once hidden, forgotten, or deemed impossible now becomes accessible, illuminating paths of wisdom, courage, and purpose. Every myth, every prophecy, and every challenge converges to reveal a singular truth. Greatness emerges when destiny, awareness, and action align. This is a call to embrace possibility. Humanity now stands at the threshold of extraordinary potential, guided by the lessons of the Chosen One. The darkness of uncertainty gives way to clarity. The chaos of the world transforms into opportunity, and the ordinary becomes extraordinary through courage, vision, and awakened insight. Ultimately, the universe has shifted, and the story of life enters a chapter defined not by limitation, but by hope, inspiration, and boundless potential. The awakening reminds us that we are not mere observers. We are participants in a cosmic design where every choice, every thought, and every act matters. As I share this with you, know that the power of the Chosen One is not distant or unattainable. It lives within the courage, purpose, and vision we each bring to the world. Let this awakening inspire you to see beyond fear, embrace your potential, and act with integrity and passion. The universe has shown what is possible. Now, it is our turn to rise, contribute, and honor the transformation unfolding around us. Step forward, trust your journey, and remember that your actions, guided by purpose and awareness, can ripple through time, shaping a legacy far greater than anything you imagine.